Today is a day that I have been waiting for months. Today we're gonna be adding a big school of fish to my UNS 60U. This is one of my favorite aquariums I've ever put together. It's a classic Iwagumi, and for the last few weeks I've been letting a beautiful colony of red cherry shrimp get established. But now it's time to bring them some tank mates. So in today's video, we're gonna add a beautiful school of Ember Tetras, and I'm gonna walk you through some tips, tricks, and advice to make new fish feel safe and at home in their new aquarium. So let's get started. So first of all, I gotta give you guys and gals a huge thanks. In the past few videos, I kept asking what fish should I add to this tank, and while I did get a variety of recommendations, many folks liked the idea of adding something red to kind of work with the cherry shrimp and really pop against the greens and the blue of the background. So I thought Ember Tetras are perfect because they're super duper small, they school relatively tightly, and they're also really hardy. I've kept them before, and they're one of the easiest fish I've ever kept. Fortunately too, they're readily available, so if you go to your LFS, you'll be able to get a ton of these guys for a pretty reasonable price. I've got 44 to be exact, and I'm really excited to add these guys. So step number one is figure out, okay, what kind of water are they keeping in the fish store compared to my water? So fortunately, they're using San Diego tap water, where I got these guys from. I use San Diego tap water, so it's gonna be relatively easy to get these guys acclimated. But if your shop used RO that was on the softer side and you have really hard tap water, you're gonna wanna acclimate on the slower end. Also, if the temperature is drastically different, you may wanna float the bag first. I don't really have to do that. San Diego stays pretty warm most of the time, so these guys aren't getting super cold or anything like that. What I'm gonna do over the course of about 30 minutes is just add a little bit of water from the tank to this container with the fish, give them 5 minutes, add some more, and at the end of the 40 minutes, it'll be time to add them. A really good thing to do in preparation for adding fish is to shut the CO2 off. If you're running CO2 in a high-tech tank, odds are the pH is gonna fluctuate throughout the day, and it's gonna be lower than what they were at the shop. So I like to keep CO2 off for a day or two to minimize any stress and really give the fish some nice time to acclimate into their new home. Additionally, when it's time to add the fish, shut your filter off. It's scary enough being thrown into a brand new world, but to also be pushed around by a strong filter with a lot of flow like the ones I run is a little bit too much when you're first being added. So give the fish a little bit of time, maybe like 10 to 15 minutes to just get their bearings and just get familiar with the tank and see where the hiding spots are, etc. And once they've been given some time, you can turn the filter back on, and you really just want to take a step back and observe. Fish for those first few days are going to be really at risk for jumping, so it's something you want to monitor closely and just be aware of. So a few days have passed, and you can see that our fish are coloring up really nicely, and they're looking just absolutely beautiful in this aquarium. I want to thank you guys because in the previous video, a few of you called out the facts that my lily pipes may suck up my shrimp and possibly even my Ember Tetras. I have had that happen with this fish in the past with my little surface skimmer. So I was able to get my hands on some lily pipes that are shrimp and tiny fish safe. And these are from Amazon. They're from the same brand that I get my background from. I'll link them down below in the description. But the cool thing about these is that the skimmer is on the outflow and the inflow has these little grates that are super tiny. So it's gonna be a lot more difficult for little shrimplets and fish to get sucked in. So I'm really happy with the way these look, and I think they're a nice addition to this tank and even a little bit more minimalistic than the pipes I was previously keeping. So there you have it, guys. This tank fauna-wise is nearing completion. I'm thinking about potentially adding some more bottom dwellers, maybe some pygmy cories, and also some red racer horn nerite snails. I think they would really complement the shrimp and also help keep things nice and clean, but I gotta hear what you guys think. How do you feel about my fish choice, my shrimp choice? Is there anything you would do to further improve this tank? So if you like this type of content, it's a huge help to me if you could like the video, subscribe, and spread the word about my channel. It means a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys and gals next time.